Okay, I finally got the ROI names correct. I was missing a capital F. Okay, so what we're going to do is then go back, classification, calibration, AUC curve from raw data files, raw data file with ground truth ROI with the correct ROI names. Click OK, and this is what we want to see happen. Okay, so this can be left as default, number of ROC curve points, threshold 0, 1. At this point we want to click on interpolate, and then we want to select base file name for rule data. So click choose, and then we'll go up. So now we're going to go to the fifth one, and you want to click on the rule 1. And what you want to do is delete number 1. So essentially what the program does is it goes through using this file name, and then we'll add the numbers on. So it'll go 1, 2, up to 144. So I'll do that. Just final rule 1, open. And you want to change file start number and file end number. Or sorry, file. This will stay as 1. This will change to however many number of metrics you have. So in that case, 144. And then we click OK. And what that'll give you is an AUC curve. Curve. And again, you will get an AUC curve for each metric, and also an average AUC for all classes. Sorry, you will have an AUC curve for each class and an AUC curve of the average of all classes. So this is where you want to save the average AUC for all classes, and this will be something like this. So again, open it in the same way as Excel, and then just copy and paste it into here. So what you'll have is your metric number and your AUC. Now the first thing you want to do is when you output your average area under the curve, it will rename all your metrics. So metric 1, the metrics basically you've taken from here, so 10, 15, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first thing you have to do, and this is really important, it's easy to forget, is make sure you transfer across these numbers here to here. So this originally will be 1, 2, 3, 4. The next thing you want to do, and what you'll see, is that there is an increasing average area under the curve with the additional of metrics. So the first thing we want to do is take a delta AUC. So we want to see the addition of metrics to the metric before, whether it improves our area under the curve. So you can do this really easily. You want to do the average area under the curve, so it's going to be this box minus this box, and then you see there's an improvement of 0.1 AUC. And again, you do this all the way through. You can just do equals, in this case B8 minus B7, enter, and then just pull that down. It'll do that for all of them. Again, I'll put this on the server, so you're welcome to use it. And what it'll do is it will tell you what the increase in AUC is. So you'll see here, for example, when you add metric 73, the AUC drops very slightly. So it's probably not very useful. It's not really adding anything, and actually it's slightly negative. Okay, so what we're going to do now is resort this according to the average AUC. So the first thing I recommend is to select this, copy. You want to get all the data, and then paste here. But paste this as values. It'll come up with, in fact, let me show you. You want to paste as values. You don't want to take across these formula. Okay. So then what you're going to do is select this, and then we want to resort. But this time, instead of previously where we resorted by minimum error, we want to resort by the AUC. So we go sort and filter, custom sort. So we're going to sort by custom. We're going to sort by column I, by values. Now this time we're not sorting from smallest to largest. So originally we did smallest to largest for minimum error. This time we want to do largest to smallest. So what metrics are improving our classification? So click OK, and it will give us this. So you can see it's actually relatively similar to the minimum error sort. 10, 15, 14, 65 increased a little bit, 4 increased a little bit, 78 is the same, 82 increased a little bit, 52 pops out from down here. So then what we want to do is take these again, copy this across to a new text file, and then save this as the second sort order. So again, we have our sort. Then you want to go back through again. So again, you have to go back to the step where we do convert metric to rule data. So go back to step 3 under the classifier and calculate plot of the area under the ROC curve in your handouts. So again, we have to do calculate metric to rule data, convert metric to rule data, but in this time, instead of where we do, let me just show you very quickly, convert metric to rule data, submit data, metric. Again, we click on all our different things, but this time when we select band order metric, instead of clicking on this file, we're clicking on this file. So it'll recompute the rule numbers. So it'll recompute the data files, rule data files, again using this new metric order. And then again, we want to do the AUC curve from rule data file. Again, this will give you your average AUC for all the classes. Again, paste that across into here, and again, bear in mind that this will now be 1 to 144. So this time you want to take across the sorted metric numbers from here, not from here. So this is really, it will go very badly for you if you don't remember to take across the new sorts. So I recommend doing this for at least 4 or 5 sorts. The best way to keep track of this is look at the AUC curves. Let me bring up an example. P. So you should get something that looks like this. So you want to do it so it stabilizes quickly, it gets up to a maximum and stabilizes quickly. So ideally a training array will look like this. This is your average area under the curve with each class. So this is useful. Make sure you save this as well. You can also compute the ROC, which is under validation, ROC curve from single rule data file. That's self-explanatory. Okay, so what you want to do is just keep sorting through and keep an eye on your AUC curve. Does it stabilize? Do you have any times where sometimes you'll see a metric will get kicked up to the top and it'll be really bad, it'll cause a sharp drop. So just keep your eye on that. Also just keep an eye on this. You'll notice as you keep sorting and refining that your top 20 or so should stop changing. They'll essentially be the exact same. Okay, and that is everything. If you want to run a new set of data, for example the validation set, very simple, convert metric to rule data, convert data to metrics as we did at the beginning. Then you want to do convert metric to rule data, and again you'll always use the same normalized probability distribution. So when you are doing the validation, you won't need to do the whole interactive histogram stretching again. Interactive histogram, again, you can just use the old smooth data file. Click OK, and this is where you'll input your new metric data file, your validation metric data file, or whatever it is you're wishing to do. So that. And again, you can click, so you may find that you only want an epithelial fibroblast classifier. That's fine. As I said, I recommend making separate ones if you're going to do that routinely. And then your metric order band file will be the absolute set in stone final list when you're happy. And you can also click on output classified images, and this will be now give you your final color-coded classified image, which is what you're used to seeing. Okay, I think that is everything. Again, any problems, drop me an email. Don't think there's anything else I need to tell you. Nope, I think that's it. Thank you.